right, so here today we already have another leak. What is happening? what is going on here? We've gone like updates for a while now, not sort of seeing leaks kind of going into it, and now someone's big swing in here and dropping some pretty good information that I thought I'd show it to you and sort of alert you what's going on over here. Again, this is from Voldemort. As you all know, again, the credibility there is very, very high. So today, let's have some fun with this. Let's go through this and let's talk about what we're going to be getting over here. This is, I think, now after Melly, because this month is a longer month in the context that they do multiple updates this month, and that's the usual tradition, so they're keeping that tradition. I wonder, will they keep the collab tradition? That's the question. That's the one that stumps us all. Today, let's jump into it. Like and subscribe, it helps out a ton. Let's talk about it. Here we go. So where it currently stands is, I talked about this already. They've already announced their maintenance schedule for tonight. I don't know what they're going to do tonight. I don't think there's anything exciting other than like maybe some events or something like that. But next week is the Meliodas update. We should have all predicted it, that it was going to be Melly, because over here you have Demon. I don't know if it's going to crop into the video, but it's Demon King on the left, and then on the right there it's Melly. So they were like probably teasing that. They'll update the artwork, I'm guessing, in the next week when the unit drops, and then put Melly on that right side. They're just using like the base Melly for now, but yeah, they were too lazy like use any other Melly. They just use like a base illustration Melly that we have in the game. They're probably gonna swap that out now and put the new Melly in, as that's gonna be summer AM Meliodas. So that's the cool thing. But we already now have a leak past. You heard me right, past AM Melly. Shout out to Voldemort. Voldemort did a little bit of a little graph, image drawing here. Shout out to Myther, by the way. Pinged me earlier today. I just didn't care to cover it. That was the issue. I saw the ping. I went over there. I'm like, dude, what? If it was something cooler, maybe I would have covered it. But I was like, you know what? I got other videos to do. This is not worth it, man. So I went and did videos of my other games, and then I was gonna come back a year later. So now I'm back. Yeah, appreciate the ping as always, though. Shout out to the homie. But here we go. Please enjoy my fan art of a character that's definitely not releasing after Assault Meliodas, and that over there is a very hard character to look at, but that sounded way different than I meant it. That's a character that's not easy to determine, I guess you could say. That's what I meant to say as a joke. But no, that is going to be, drum roll please, Skadi. It looks like we're getting a new Skadi. Another one, which I don't even know how many Skadis we have in the game right now. How many Skadis is this? Does this make 3 now? Yeah, we got 3 Skadis, dude. I think that's the 3rd Skadi officially now. We have Skadi 1, and then Skadi 2, and now Skadi 3. So, very fun thing to see, I guess you could say. Don't know if I'm the most excited person for this. I don't hate OCs, but why Skadi? I truly think we could have got other cool characters and such. We did get Camilla. If they were to do an OC, I'd rather have a new OC, but it's a step up OC, so there's no really complaining to be done here. I don't want like a new character right then and there, especially. But it's Skadi, so at least you're excited that it's a mid character. I know a lot of players hate Skadi, so you have a nice skip here to peacefully breathe and be able to either pull Demon King or Melly or both, or collaboration. Which now I wonder, is there a Ragnarok update? Sometimes going into like a Ragnarok update, they do a preliminary Ragnarok and then they hype up Ragnarok. So for example, last year we did get a Ragnarok unit at this point, which was the part 2 of Thor. So that was Balder, but this year you're getting Meliodas because it's summer. The summer last year was way before this. Summer this year is late because they put it in August now. But last year got Jenna, and Jenna was the preliminary, I guess, hype up into dropping a collaboration. I don't know if they're doing a collab this month, so please be aware. They can, and off of precedent, August 29, 2024, collab. August 31st, collab, Levi and Aaron. And then August, so this is now 2022, so we're at 2022 now. What is it? Echidna and Reinhard. It's happened before, though. You can't lie. This is like a mirror image, if you were to say. This literally is a mirror image, if you were to say. Look at this. Wow. Esterosa Berserk. Here you got Demon King. Correct? Then Zeldris. Here you got Meliodas. Thonar. Here you got Skadi. Now the last thing to mirror. Will they mirror it? That's the question. Like, you got double Demon, then you got your Ragnarok, and then you got your collab. So imagine that happens. It would be the funniest thing in the world. Again, the thing is, people were like, hey, if it's a collab, they're definitely screwing us. If it's a rerun, remember the rates on a rerun. The rates on a rerun is a beautiful thing. It's like a thing that makes you want to cry. That's how good a rerun is. That's why reruns are fine. If they put a rerun in August, you can't complain to a degree. A rerun is tolerable. It's like a 600 banner pretty much, because the rates are what I think it's 0.5 both, which is already good. And then getting the old characters, if it's a rerun, insane. It's like 1.8%, dude. And if it's a rerun, it's like 1.7ish, 1.6ish. It's every SSR you get is like a 50-50 chance that SSR is a SSR you want, and you can trade for it. So it's reruns are good. For reruns, I barely get to spend like, well, for me my luck sucks, the 1800, but that's around when I can like do most of them, and that's pretty good, dude. That's a really good thing. So reruns are good to have. If it's a new collab, you're cooked. There's nothing I can say to you. You're cooked. That's like, there's no doubt about that. And then again, August back then was, I think, before we actually had like that sort of thing for collaborations. There was one August 2021 which did not have a collaboration, so please keep that in mind. Back then was not collabs, but it started a thing where 3 years in a row we had collab. So that's where you currently stand. But where we're at right now, it looks like your next upcoming updates seem to be in order now. Let's go. We have, as this is kind of showing it to you, you had your Demon King Zeldris. You have nothing on July 31st. August 7th, you drop Meliodas Assault, Summer Meliodas. That's going to be maybe red. Maybe. Pickup limited. Over here, again, the potential for a final boss is there. So final boss might return. On top of that, some other associated content might return. I don't think, can Chaos drop in a mid? Does anybody know? In a mid part 2? Can it drop? I don't know for sure. But that's there. And then also over here, August 28th, it's going to be, they're saying summer celebrations, but it's not known. We don't know what August 28th has to offer. I'm 100% sure they're speculating there, because the only person that can know what it is Voldemort. And he doesn't know just yet what it is either, or he would have said it. So in this case, it's now 21st is a step up summon like it was the year prior. That is, again, going to be Skadi in this case. So we'll see where we stand and how things go here, but it clearly shows 2 years ago they mirrored the same exact update structure. 3 years ago, I think. 2 years ago, 3 years ago, whichever one. Estarossa into Zeldris. Here it's Demon King into Meliodas. And then Ragnarok, which is, in this case, Skadi. And then that. But we are overdue, mind you, for a, first off, Ragnarok update. And overdue for a Catastrophe update. So they have to put it somewhere. Or they're not going to ever put it again. Who knows? Just remember, all I can tell you is factually, yes, their worst performing updates in the year are Ragnarok and OC. And if you say, oh, that's not true, go check it, buddy. Go check it. That is true. Their worst updates of the year are always going to be Ragnarok and OCs. The biggest dip in their game are those updates. Alongside Tower of God, but that again was Tower of God doing that. And that also being, one of the other ones that I covered was Gother. Gother had the worst update ever because it was Spring Festival. Players did want Gother, and Gother flopped. So if you were to say, what are the biggest update flops? Minus those two, it's OC and Ragnaroks. They don't do that hot because players don't want them, but let me know what you think. Is it finally time for an OC update? Is this the pre-hype up for an OC update? Or is it going to be a collab at the end of the month? Right now, though, we know Skadi is there. We know Melly is there. We know it's Festival Melly. We know it's going to be probably now Green Skadi. You have Red Skadi, Blue Skadi. It's Green Skadi confirmed, I guess you could say. So that's an easy guess. Take that how you will. Let me know. Do you care? Do you not care? We'll see how this turns out. Peace out. Take care. I'll catch you guys tomorrow.